Hey folks, back at it a little bit. I did get some ridge calf. Of course, it's just sitting on there. I don't have it nailed down yet, or screwed down yet. But I did get it a little bit. And put a light up there. And that's one of the old school green enamel lights. I'm sure you've all seen them and you watch pickers. I've got a few of them. And an old tailgate cutout that somebody had gave me. That was actually molded in the back of a 32 Chevrolet body. And Charlie actually owned it. He took it out and when he bought it. And then just some other old signs I had. And sign wise, I'm putting the signs up there because I got them, not because I like one thing over another. I actually like Coke and RC Cola and Pepsi Cola. I mean, they all taste different, but they all taste good to me, so it's not a big issue. And we're definitely not going to make it into a big issue either, because like I said, the only reason that I had said anything about Coke is because I like joking around with Noah. If I'm not joking around with Noah, Noah knows I'm probably not in a very good mood or something, you know, something's going on. So we kid around all the time, and don't think that he don't kid around with me either. Just because he's smiling, giggling on camera, just don't mean that he don't get me back all the time. And wildlife, game lands, and of course my chainsaw that I made. And the game land sign here in Harnett County, I've actually got two of them signs. Probably over 20 years ago, the game land, the county, or I guess it was the county, might have been state, I guess. I guess it would be the state, but they sold the game lands out to a tire shredding plant, and I was able to get two of the things off the guys that was clearing there. When they was clearing the trees off of it, and he gave me two of them, and I've kept them for years. And and I don't know if this is an original. This is a tag that was actually made by somebody, or if this is something from the state. It looks like it may be homemade, but for Virginia. But I've got two of them tags, and I guess there was one front, one back. Them was in that 46 Chevrolet when I got it. So anyway, I've got more signs and stuff I'm going to put on it here eventually. I was glad to get the light on there. As for money, $30 in that material that I used in the ceiling, and I forgot, I posted on there. Somebody had asked and I posted on there, but I did forget about the door. I gave $60 for the door, and I could have bought a door a whole lot cheaper, but I like this door. I like the scroll work. I like the trim around the bottom and the top of the door. It just, to me, it was screaming hardware store, and I wanted it the glass like it is, and I'm going to put, you know, hardware just across the window there. So now I've spent some more money. I bought 4 pieces of plywood from a local guy here that had bought a bunch of it, $10 a piece. So I got 40 bucks in plywood, and we're gonna, it's 3/4, and we're gonna do this whole floor, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna put down. It's just a cheap, very cheap floating floor that was given to me, and I've got 5 boxes, so I know I've got enough. But it's light oak, and don't really care for the color. I kind of would rather have darker, but you know, it's free and I'm not going to complain, so I'm going to put it down. And it's, you know, it's like I said, it's the floating floor. It's not a really good, you know, heavy duty floor or nothing like that, but anyway, that's the plan. That's what I'm going to work on tonight. We still got to get the ceiling out. I did pick up a little sign today that I kind of like. Now I gave 20 bucks for this, but I kind of liked it. Now this is a repop. This is nothing original or old, and you know, it wasn't tried to. The people that owned it didn't try to pass it off as being old to me, but it's basically an advertisement sign for Winchester for, you know, shotgun shell loads. But I like the way the little dogs. This is actually raised, and I just thought it was neat. So I believe that would be neat hanging up in here. So we're turning this into, you know, a little bit more than just a, you know, a bolt storage. Let's put it that way. And you'll see that as I start up top here and I get to moving along on this thing. So alright, I'm going to get at the floor here and see if we can, I'm hoping I can knock this out tonight. It's going to be dark here shortly, but I've got some light in here, so we're going to work away on it, see if I can get the plywood cutting down. And I bought 4 sheets, 4 sheets should be more than enough to do this. I needed some for the whippet for the floor and it, so kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. So we'll get at it. Okay folks, I've gotten 2 pieces down. I got my first piece in, coming in the door. Got all these holes patched or got over it, and working on the second piece, and got it done. And now I've got to go back there, but I've got to move all these bins. And this floor would have been 1,000 times easier to do before we done the bins, but here's the reason that we didn't. Well, there's actually 2 reasons we didn't. One reason was because of all this rain. I wanted to get these bolts in here as quick as I could and get them set up and out of the weather. And I knew down the sides inside this building it wasn't going to rain. It could get some water in the center from the roof, but I wasn't too worried about that. You know, the floor was already rotted, so you know it wasn't going to hurt it anymore. So got that taken care of, and then so now that's why I'm having to do this after. But also, you know, I don't think I would have went to Lowe's and bought, you know, the 4 sheets of 3/4 plywood brand new that I needed to do this. So the fact that, you know, a buddy of mine had this plywood, this was on stacks, and as you can see, it got a little wet on the edges, but it's not swelled up or anything. It's really nice, and it's actually finished. Don't have a lot of knots. It's really smooth on this top side, so that floor should go down good on it. And you know, since he had picked that up and I was able to get it for 10 bucks a sheet, it's, you know, it's a no-brainer here. 40 bucks, do the floor. Hardwood, well, the fake hardwood was free, so we're going to do it. And the problem is I just weighed this top tote right here, and it's 100 pounds. 100 pounds of bolts in that one. All these are full. So I figured there's about 1,000 pounds there. The top one's not quite full, but every other one is. So there's about 1,000 pounds there. I'm going to move all of them to be able to get this floor in. And I really don't want to move them onto the new plywood, because if I do that, then I'm going to move them again. I mean, it's just the way it is, I guess. But we're going to. I'm probably going to quit for the night. It's getting, you know, it's late, and I'm hot and tired, and been a long day. And I know I hadn't. Somebody had said they hadn't heard me say I had to leave to go tow, and was wondering if I'd quit towing. And no, I've been towing constant, really busy towing, and you know, I just take them as they come and go do them and get back as quick as I can and work as much as I can, and that's all you can do. So anyway, so I had to move some of these bolts around down here so I could get these straightened back out. I think it's gonna look really nice though. So and I know, you know, this is gonna be a little bit more than just a bolt storage, like I said. So, but you know, just bear with me here, and when I get to where, you know, you'll see my vision here when it's done here. All right. Probably pick back up tomorrow on this thing. I like my light. That's how an old light's supposed to look. Of course, that is an old light, so really makes it look good. All right. Okay, folks, I'm going to do a quick update before this card gets filled up. See where we was here. Got my flag on the front. Coca-Cola bottle opener. So I had a Marlboro sign here, and I just didn't like the looks of it, so I took it back down. Anyway, still don't have a door handle. I did get the hardwood floor done. This is the cheap snap together stuff. It's finished up, and I haven't had a lot of time to work on this thing. I've actually been towing really hard here lately. Busy, but anyway, still got wall work to do and stuff. But was working on this wall some. This is of course the end wall, and like I said, when we're done with this, you won't be able to ever tell it was a box truck. The plan is to take the rest of this roof out. I've actually got the roof out up to my cabinets, and then we're going to run a beam across. We're going to put a loft up there. I'm going to put a bed, just a single bed long ways. I've got a window to put up there. We'll get that finished, closed in. I did get the ridge cap and stuff on, and let me see, I think that's about it. All the the fireplace. This is a really old cast iron piece, and we're going to build a fake fireplace and put some probably electric logs in it. I'm going to bend up a fake box to go backing out, and we'll put a little mantle on top. That's old cast iron piece from probably late 1800s. So anyway, fixing to be out of area here on this thing, but on the card. Just want to show you where I was at. We've got some more signs up. So we'll get this thing finished up. It's turning into a little, what do you call it? Man shed. Alright. Show you more later. Appreciate everybody watching. Bye.